Welcome back to HSE Tutorials. In our last video, we talked about contractor management. Today, we're diving deeper into the process, focusing on three key areas: selecting the right contractor, planning and coordination, and monitoring the work. If you're involved in managing contractors, this video is packed with essential tips to keep your workplace safe and compliant. Let's jump right in. First, let's talk about selecting the right contractor. Choosing a contractor isn't just about who offers the best price. It's about finding someone who prioritizes health and safety. Here's a quick checklist to help you evaluate the competence of contractors. 1. Ask for their health and safety policy. 2. Review risk assessments and method statements they've prepared for similar projects. 3. Check staff qualifications and training records. 4. Look for membership in professional organizations or certification from a recognized body. 5. Maintenance and test records for their equipment. 6. References from previous clients. 7. Their accident history and any enforcement actions taken by authorities. By gathering this information, you're ensuring that your contractor not only gets the job done but does it safely. Second key area is planning and coordination of the work. Once you've selected your contractor, it's time to plan and coordinate the work. This step is all about communication and collaboration. Both the client and contractor must exchange information about workplace hazards and risks. For example, 1. The client should inform the contractor about existing hazards in the workplace. 2. The contractor should share the risks associated with their tasks and how they plan to control them. This is where risk assessments and method statements come into play. A method statement is a documented plan detailing how work will be carried out safely. As a client, it's your responsibility to review these documents to ensure there are no errors or omissions. And remember, this review process needs to happen before the work begins. This way, any conflicts can be resolved without delaying the project. Coordination is especially important when there are multiple contractors on site. For instance, if one contractor is working at height, it's crucial to prevent others from working below in the same area to avoid accidents. Monitoring and managing the work. As a client, you need to ensure contractors follow safe working practices. Here are some ways to do that. 1. Implement a signing in and out procedure. 2. Require the contractor to appoint a named work supervisor. 3. Provide site induction training for all contractor workers. 4. Use a permit-to-work system for high-risk activities like confined space work or hot work. You also need to monitor the work as it progresses. Compare what's happening on site with the risk assessments and method statements developed during the planning phase. And if something isn't right, if the agreed safety measures aren't being followed, don't hesitate to stop the work. It's better to address issues immediately than risk an accident. Selection, planning, and monitoring are the three pillars of effective contractor management. By following these steps, you'll create a safer workplace for everyone involved. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, safety is a team effort. Let's work together to make every workplace safer. See you in the next video.